I'm out here at First Energy Park in Lakewood speaking with Garett Claypool. Garett, you've been pretty successful. We've spoken before now, not an official interview at that point, just trying to get game comments from you earlier. I've got several questions for you now, but as far as success goes in 2011, you're among the league leaders in ERA and things like that. Just what can you tell me about your success thus far in the new season?
I'm just throwing a lot of strikes. That's the big thing. Getting ahead of guys, putting myself in good counts, and I'm using all my pitches and throwing them on both sides of the plate, so I'm having good success.
News dropped this week that you were named South Atlantic League Pitcher of the Week. What are your thoughts on recognition and nods like that?
It's cool. It's always exciting to get recognition, but at the same time, I don't want to focus on that. I kind of just want to keep pitching and keep throwing well, and when they come, if they do come, that's great, but my focus is on pitching.
Focus on pitching, but still a considerable honor, though.
Definitely. It's definitely exciting to be honored like that.
Okay. You're drafted by the A's in 2009, didn't sign with them, went back to UCLA, then got selected by Philadelphia in the 11th round last year. Was it a tough decision to return to school?
Definitely. I mean, you're basically making a big choice in life, so I had to really look at all the options and think about what I wanted to do, and I just thought it was best for me to come back to school, take another year, and hopefully get drafted better, and that happened.
What can you tell me about your draft experience in 2010 with Philadelphia? Were you tracking it? Were you with family, friends? Did you celebrate?
We were in the middle of playoffs, so I was really just focused on my season right there, and I was definitely watching the draft, but I wasn't trying to get caught up in it, so when my name was called, I was relieved, and then I was back to focusing on the season.
Not much celebration to speak of?
No, not too much. I mean, maybe with the boys who got drafted on the team, but other than that, it was nothing too crazy.
Pretty low key.
Yeah.
Tell me about your pitch repertoire, and what are your strengths there, and what do you consider your out pitch?
I throw a fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider, and I definitely use the fastball to get ahead, and at the same time, I use it as a put-away pitch. So I really try to locate it, and then when I want to reach back and get some more, I use the fastball, but I have the slider to put guys away too.
Now, if you were going to scout yourself, how would you describe yourself as a pitcher?
Uses the fastball and locates it. That's the big thing.
We touched on that a few times. You're from California. Who were some of your favorite players growing up? Who'd you look up to?
I was a big Dodger fan growing up, so I watched guys like Mike Piazza, Eric Karros. But as a pitcher, I liked watching Roger Clemens and Pedro Martinez. Those guys were real cool. So
Pedro's actually been through this ballpark in a workout session. Your thoughts on Pedro, maybe?
Pedro is an awesome pitcher. I mean, it's definitely cool to pitch in the same park that a guy like that's pitching.
Is there anything that fans could be surprised to learn about Garett Claypool, like just about your maybe even personal life, not necessarily about your pitching ability?
I'm not too crazy of a guy. I'm pretty low key. I just play baseball, and outside of that, I'm pretty low key. Just hang out with friends and family.
Hobbies, music, anything like that?
I like music. I like movies. Those are my big hobbies.
Okay. And then last thing for you before I let you go, if you could face any major league hitter out there today, who would it be and why?
Who would it be? Probably A-Rod, because he plays for the Yankees, and it's always cool to pitch against the Yankees, so I'd probably pick A-Rod.
Now, as far as the Yankees goes, is there a little animosity towards them coming from the other coast, and them being the supposed king of baseball at times?
Maybe.
All right. So you're a Philly now, and hopefully, eventually, you have that league rivalry and be able to take them down.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.